What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kiwi back with another GhostCultMag.com live stream here on the evening of Tuesday, December 10th. And I thought I'd, again, continue to chime in and jump in and do a little live every day and see how it goes. Bass Cowboy is here, and If You Had Life Eternal is here on Instagram. What's the name of that app again? I only work in social media. We're just jumping in today with a little bit of a live. Feel free to join the conversation. Best experience for this is always YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, but we're hanging out on TikTok also. And, if you feel like giving us a donation, a super like, a super chat, a super thanks, a gift on TikTok, like the stream, whatever you do, thanks. Every little bit of attention helps. In case you're brand new here, if you love rock and metal, this is the place for you, because since 2012, 12 years long, Ghost Cult has been your 24/7, 365 resource for rock and metal news, interviews, concert and festival reviews, geek culture, and much more. That's what we do. Dead Alive is here. What's up, Dead Alive? You were in the stream yesterday. Appreciate you being back. We followed you last night. If you follow us, we usually follow back, unless you're a herb. And so there's a lot of rock and metal news today, but rather than touch on a bunch of topics, I wanted to discuss the new Gojira video for their music video for Gojira, which was their song they played at the Olympics. And what's up, Tito? Tito is here. I wanted to talk about Gojira today because it occurred to me what a year they're having. We will usually do in the beginning of next year, the New Year's Day, the top stories of the year at Ghost Cult. And Gojira, in my mind, has been one of the most clicked on, asked about, talked about, commented on, social media shared posts we've had have been about Gojira. Our reviews of Gojira concerts have been huge. And them doing the Olympics, for whatever reason, took the world by surprise and storm. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Gojira today and just think about, maybe have a discussion about, why did they get so big? How did they get so big? This is a band that toiled in obscurity for the first part of their career. They had 2 records out people still they barely know about. They have diehard super fans. They really only have 7 records in an almost 30-year career, but really didn't put out their first record till 2001. And they continue to be such a unique and fascinating case. So I wanted to kind of talk about that. Lots of end of the year stuff is happening this soon here at Ghost Cult, on our website, on YouTube, on our streams, on our socials. I'm gonna pile of vinyl behind me. Waiting to talk about rock. Metal Net is here. What up? What up? What up? So yeah, let's just talk about how Gojira got big. But before we do that, one thing I did want to talk about, I didn't want to make an entire, separate thing about it. We shared on our socials today the terrible news about, just to diverge from the topic for one quick second to get your attention. The daughter of the drummer of Better Lovers, I should just kind of share. Let's see if I can share the screen. Let's see if it'll let me pick one. Yep, there it is. Let's talk about Taylor Gatesky, and I am sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Unfortunately, everybody except TikTok can see this. This is the daughter of the drummer of Better Lovers, Goose Holyoke. I saw Better Lovers a couple of weeks back at Gilman. Review coming soon to Ghost Cult, 924 Gilman Street. Steph Montoya is here. And I just wanted to kind of bring attention to this. They formed, this is Sage Gatesky, the daughter of the drummer for Better Lovers. He left the tour abruptly for a family emergency. The emergency is his daughter has been diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, which is cancer. Fuck cancer. Horrible. They did launch a GoFundMe. And I was personally messaged by somebody at GoFundMe to be like, hey, here's a story that might be interesting to you as a metal news website. And I was like, you are 100% correct. In general, they have raised $39,000 already, which is well past the goal. But, there's no real good health insurance for rock and metal bands. You're basically hoping you never get sick or one of your loved ones never gets sick. It's not a lot of, even for a guy who has played in successful bands, and Better Lovers is having a banger year with their new album, highly irresponsible. But it's never enough money when you're talking about fighting cancer. So I know some people were like, oh, they already raised a lot of money. It's like, yeah, but it's never enough. If you healthcare in this country is screwed, as you can tell from the news of the last few weeks. But if you have a chance to donate some money to the care for this young child, apparently there was an update today from Goose where he said, she's had 5 treatments and she's been a trooper and they're really proud of her. And this has been gut wrenching. So just, thoughts and prayers ain't going to do it. Please open up your wallets and donate a little dough to this child who did not ask for this. All right, back to me. And so I just wanted to spend a second to talk about that because I have your attention, anybody's attention. I appreciate you. But let's go back and now talk about Gojira. So this awesome photo of Gojira is from earlier this year, shot by Ghost Cult's Kim Hansen. Their shows continue to get bigger and bigger and more impressive. But like I said, I started thinking about Maiden Fan is here. What's up, Maiden Fan? I started to think about how did they get this big? How did the Olympics thing? I think it was a combination of just the shock of seeing a metal band at the opening ceremonies of the Paris Olympic Games, plus the insane people's reaction that this is somehow satanic. The song that dropped the music video for it today, Gojira, goes back to the Revolutionary War. I don't know if you know this, but the concept of democracy and the kind of modern democracy we have today, for better or worse, comes from the French and the French Revolution. And Gojira is a Revolutionary War era song that was reinterpreted by Gojira with a famous opera singer and the band themselves. And they put it out as a single. It's on streaming, and it's now a music video, which is crazy to me. It's been nominated for a Grammy. People who have never heard metal were asking about Gojira, and they are working on a new record for 2025, apparently. And if you remember, they performed this at a castle overlooking the Seine, I believe, which is the river that runs through Paris. This image will haunt us. This image of this beheaded opera singer will haunt us forever, as it clearly meant to be Marie Antoinette. Again, the spirit of revolution, victim of hellfire is here. Keith 80 and Larry Pearl and Marissa are here also. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you for passing by. Feel free to like and follow us wherever you're watching, and like this video and such. But yeah, this image has been haunting all of us forever, and their publicists and their amazing team of publicists and record label people just keep using this over and over. It's like, this thing is invading my dreams. Make it stop, please. I want to cut out my eyes and set them on fire. But it's the shock of it all is, I think, what took the world by storm. But Gojira is a band, like I said, they've been a band in one way, shape, or form since 1996. And except for like an illness during a tour a couple of years ago, they've had the exact same lineup since 1998. First record came out in 2001. It's been a very slow ascent for this band. And again, I'm just like, how did they do this? This is a lot of bands ask me all the time. I used to teach and do seminars on music marketing and how to make it in the music industry and how your band can help leverage their attention for their success. And this band is not an overnight success. They've really only been on the scene and well known about for the last 10, 11 years, 15 years tops, where people were really cognizant of them and they were on par with some of the best bands in the world. A lot of newer bands are now copying stuff Gojira did. They maybe didn't invent it, but parts of Gojira's entire sound are now being, borrowed and used by, some of the biggest bands in the world, like Knock Loose and Spiritbox, to name a few, who claim an influence. And this, Gojira, how did they do it? Like, how did they do it? Swim in Circle is here. The last few years, they didn't really headline a festival until Bloodstock Open Air in 2018. Which is when they really started to ascend and get hugely popular. They definitely have been rising. Their last few records have been, pretty stellar. Again, I think the record everybody, acknowledges is the first one everyone knows is From Mars to Sirius in 2005, and then The Way of All Flesh in 2008, a personal favorite of mine, L'Enfant Sauvage in 2012, Magma in 2016, and Fortitude. I believe Magma was the Ghost Cult album of the year for that year. and Fortitude was close. It was very high up for 2021. And they're going to drop a new record. They haven't rushed out a lot of material. It's kind of very similar to Tool. Hi, Richard Gonzalez and Hector Acosta, also here on Ghost Cult. It's very similar to Tool, where they don't have a lot of albums or songs. They just kind of do their own thing slowly, like a glacier. They just move on slowly. I only know a few people who claim to even dislike Gojira. Most people I know like them. Are they, just very interesting to me about how they got so big so fast. But this obviously, Akaira is now a music video. It's nominated for awards. I think metal fans don't really care about award shows and awards, but it helps the band's career. I'll say that much. It does help them. When you win an award, it does kind of grow mass appeal for you, which, for a band this good, we want them to keep making stuff and doing stuff. They've been touring a lot with Mastodon. They've been playing all the festivals the last few years since Fortitude came out. And, it's just inherently interesting to me that they got to be so big suddenly. So if you got some thoughts about that, UA 99 is here. What's up, UA Law? But yeah, Gojira, man. How did they do it? I don't know. I'm confused and pleased. I'm certainly not hating. I love this band. I have loved this band. I was an early fan of this band. I have almost all their records. I think I have all their records on vinyl except Terra Incognita. And I'm looking forward to more Gojira in 2025. So more to come from this very exciting, interesting band. I will call it here, but let's continue the conversation in the comments. If you have some thoughts on how this underground, avant-garde, progressive metal band suddenly became world famous, let us know what you think, because I'd like to know how they did it so I can tell other bands how to do it, and you can help your band do it. I think it'd be, super interesting. But thanks. Somebody's here on Twitch. I appreciate you. Feel free to give us a sub. And I don't have much else today. Make sure we'll be back with some interviews on YouTube later tonight. All nice and pre-recorded and edited. And we have our weekly rock and metal news show, The Weekly Ritual, on Thursday afternoon, Pacific time, Thursday evening, East Coast time, midnight, 1 a.m. Western Europe time. So thanks for being here. Once again, remember to like and subscribe. We are we are the Not Sucky. We like to call ourselves the Not Sucky Metal Sucks. That's what we do. We're on all the socials. We're on all the things. Feel free to listen to the podcast wherever you listen to pods. And we appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Keefe. I'm out. And we'll be back later with some more news at ghostcultmag.com and all our socials. Peace.